What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and apparently I'm doing a video in support of Megan Fox now. And I don't really understand how we got here, but here we are. If you don't know who Megan Fox is, you might remember her from some early roles in Transformers, some cameos in various TV shows, and having a ton of plastic surgery on her face where it looks like she's literally paralyzed. But she's also dating MGK and seems to be maybe kind of based. I don't know. She's got a new movie out, so maybe that's why she's in all the news. But apparently, there was an immense amount of backlash to a single comment that she made about Trump. Actress Megan Fox is blasting the pitchfork mob following backlash she received for merely discussing the enthusiastic crowd reaction to former President Donald Trump at Sunday night's UFC fight. Now, if you watched the UFC, you wouldn't have seen this because, for whatever reason, ESPN didn't air his walk-in. But from what I'm told from people that were at the event, is it was an overwhelmingly positive reaction, a raucous crowd cheering for him, chanting USA. Never made it to the TV, coincidentally. Although Dana White says it was a mistake, and I think Dana White is probably telling the truth there, since he seems to be, at least he doesn't really care about offending people. She goes on Jimmy Kimmel and says he was a legend. Fox told Jimmy Kimmel host live guest host Arsenio Hall that arena was like very supportive of Trump when he came in. Fox attended the event with her boyfriend, rapper MGK, on the other high-profile celebrities like musician Justin Bieber, actor Mel Gibson, but it was Trump, Fox suggested, who drew the most attention. I was in a row with Bieber. Trump was also in my row, she told Hall, and I've never seen a Secret Service before in person with him, and he had like 30 Secret Service with him. He was a legend. The arena was very supportive of Trump when he came in. The actress, seemingly joking, said that she doesn't know how she personally feels about the seating arrangement, as she was far more concerned for her own safety if the former president were to be on the receiving end of some bad behavior. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, because if someone's a target, then I'm like, I could get harmed if I'm adjacent, so she's worried about her own safety. In an Instagram story, Fox was forced to clarify her remarks, which were misreported by some outlets, and blasted critics for their burn a witch at the stake mentality. I don't align myself with any political party or individual politicians, she wrote. I never said Donald Trump is a legend. I said he was a legend in that arena. The 35-year-old, she's only 35? The 35-year-old explained, emphasizing the arena as the key part of the sentence. This is one of those situations where, I don't know if Megan Fox is really, A-list actress. I think she was, in Jennifer's Body, too, I think. Jennifer's Body, Transformers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which was a disaster. Another Transformers movie. I mean, she's obviously got more money than I'll ever have. So who cares? I'd rather have a bunch of terrible movies with huge payrolls on them. The movie Till Death ranks pretty well. People said it was pretty good. This is 40. Shrek. The Tip. I mean, a lot of what she was in obviously was playing on her natural abilities. I don't know if anyone's ever accused her of being an amazing actress, but that's neither here nor there. She continues. The area was filled with UFC fight fans, many of them clearly Republican, based off the insane crowd reaction he was receiving walking into T-Mobile venue. It was an observable fact, not my opinion, the Transformers actress wrote. And this is unfortunate. Like, the fact that she's even being forced to defend herself for saying this is a sad state of events. In terms of Hollywood, I don't think that there's really any major actor or actress in Hollywood that's like not kind of out of the main limelight that is allowed to promote or support any Republican candidate. In fact, the mere thought, the mere possibility that you would support a Republican is enough to be blacklisted from the industry. This has been something that people on Twitter for a very long time have been trying to pin on a guy like Chris Pratt because he makes action films and he's not political. I don't think I've seen really anything to I haven't seen anything to indicate that the man is some kind of open Republican. Just because he's religious, I don't think that's enough of a reason. There's lots of Democrats that go to church. But this is something they've been trying to smear Chris Pratt with all the time. You saw it in the way that the media reviewed The Tomorrow War. I'm not saying that movie was the best ever, but you could see many negative reviews of it, clearly calling the movie, I saw it called a Republican action film, mega-esque, all this kind of stuff. And then they went on to give the movie a terrible review. It's like, why don't you just, I mean, thank you for making it easy for me to see that you're a biased hack right up in front. Megan Fox then went on to rip the Pitchfork mob for coming after her after a mild comment of an observable fact. Really loving this uneducated, medieval pitchfork-carrying, burn a witch at the stake mentality, though, she snarked, the world needs more of that. As highlighted by the Daily Wire's Joe Morgan, Trump was met at the arena with mostly cheers and chants of USA, though he was warned before the fight he might catch some booing. Before that, UFC President Dana White told TMZ that Trump will be placed at the Octagon for the main event, even though the risk of hearing boos from the crowd was high. He don't care, White said of Trump. He's not that guy. He's not hiding in a box somewhere. He and I have been friends for over 20 years, White said to Sporting News, and he's a huge fight fan, not just UFC. He's a fight fan. He likes fighting, and I like fighting. I mean, yeah. I don't really know. The guy can enjoy something. Like, look, I know not all my viewers are Republicans. Not all my viewers voted for Donald Trump. But I think we could all agree that, there's at least the guy's allowed to live his life, right? And I'm not sure that I agree with the mentality that making an observation of him that isn't inherently negative, like that's all this really was. Megan Fox made a comment that wasn't inherently negative about Donald Trump, and she was nearly run out of Hollywood for it. I don't understand. I mean, yeah, people love Trump, and the guy still had tens of millions of votes. It's not like you could pretend. That's what the media really wants to do, is they want to pretend that the guy never existed, even though, every single day it continues to trend on Twitter. I mean, the fact that this is even a story proves that the media's obsession with him. And it's going to be, their own fault if the guy runs for president again. I don't think he should, because he's going to be, 78 at the time. But, I mean, if you keep talking about the guy, you're going to make it impossible for him to not do it. You're going to make it impossible for him to turn it down. You're going to make it impossible for Republicans to look for anyone else, because the guy's going to have so much free press. The Transformer stars then addressed the hate she was receiving, really loving uneducated medieval stuff. In a second post shared on her story, Fox included a meme that showed SpongeBob SquarePants happily tossing flower petals at an unimpressed Squidward with a message written, when somebody can't stand me and I send them love and light anyway. During Fox's Kimmel appearance, the star also opened up to guest host Arsenio Hall about drinking ayahuasca, I don't know what that is, with MGK while the couple was in Costa Rica. I'm assuming it's it's psychoactive tea. Yeah, I figured. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, these people just live different lives than us, I guess. But Megan Fox, I don't know, quietly based. 35 though. Yikes. All that face work, all that work. Why? Anyway, sorry. So yeah, I think that we need to back off on this thirst for blood that we have in media, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.